And good morning and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is just going to be a very short video on the benefits of Wilson. There you go. And also how to get him. Now, I have just literally here come out of the vault, and this is with Horizon 1.9.4D. Okay, so we come over here, and when you come out, Maxine, who is your voice Pip-Boy, will tell you, oh, look, let's have a look at the damaged robot. Right, the robot has a name, Wilson, scratched onto its casing. It appears to have a very simple modular design which wouldn't require much technical skill to fix. So we just need two things to fix it which look quite high for looting. Okay, perhaps searching the area nearby might help.
Salvaging nearby mechanical debris may provide adequate parts.
There you go, that's Maxine. Sure. So first, let's have a look at the old power armor. Power armor, there is one suit there. And then there's one suit here. And they have the bits you need. Now, if we go over and have a look at Wilson, and we can now repair Wilson. Okay, allocate the materials to do that. Wilson is a utility robot that can help you manage your inventory and perform other useful tasks. The device in your aid tab will call Wilson when you need him. Wilson is equipped with a stealth generator, which allows him to remain hidden until called, and Wilson will go automatically into stealth mode 1 minute after being called. Okay, right, let's quickly now go into Wilson. Now, doing some of his higher functions will use power, but not existing doesn't use power. So, when you first get Wilson, the one thing you can do is you can actually move what you want over here. So, for instance, what have we got? We've got filter junk. Now, this is the stuff I got from the vault. And you can actually move everything to him. Whatever you want to put in, this is where he is. You can actually dictate where it's going to. I personally like it to go to production storage because I want to see what he's picked up or what I've given, so I can sort of semi-manage my inventory sort of thing. But if you wanted it different, you go to manage cargo destination. I can only do production storage at the moment because I have just started. I don't have any settlements, but there could be settlements added there, master menu, that sort of thing. Then we can add power cells to him if you have them spare. You can access the production management menu, which is how you control what your settlements make and do. But as you see, it requires local leader 1. You can access your command missions, which is again a separate thing. That is missions that you can get your people to do by putting down workbenches. And again, in any of your settlements. But again, it requires local leader 2. You can get him to transport stuff. So for instance, we've got junk ingredients, liquor, crops, junk only, junk and ingredients. That's where I tend to like it when I start. Now, Wilson can auto transport things. So when you pick them up, they automatically go to Wilson, who will then send them to the production storage at a predetermined time. However, you need workshop technology 1 for that. And again, that is done through your universal workbench. Is area scavenging also requires workshop technology 1. Now, area scavenging, you can tell him what to do. Now, this is so powerful because junk is obvious what it is. And it's Horizon junk. So things like a military circuit board isn't junk. That's something you need to pick up yourself. However, salvage, depending on your workshop industry level, will depend on what he will salvage. or it will salvage. So generally at the first level, which is Workshop Industry 1, salvage is anything that isn't movable. That is movable in the environment. So that would be tyres, cones, shopping carts, boxes. If it's in the environment and you can interact with it and move it, it becomes salvage. And what Wilson will do is he will scrap it. You don't get like shopping trolleys in your production storage, but you will get wood, metal, plastic, that sort of thing from it. So incredibly useful when you are starting out to boost your initial supplies. All junk and salvage is what I do. Now, at industry level 3, he will then salvage things like washing machines, cola machines, all those things you can do if you have a very high salvage level, which would be like 60 or 80. But he does it when you have industry level 3 in your collection of settlements. And then when you get to industry level 5, Wilson will salvage cars and power armor frames in the environment, like this one and like the one over there. So actually, he just does it automatically. And I have to say, that is one of the best inventions or creations that I have ever seen in any mod. Originally, I used to think that I'm a loot whore. I love picking up stuff. But it's so much better getting Wilson to do it because he picks up so much more. Now, you can still pick up the stuff if you really want to. However, having run Wilson with an industry level 5, so much better. And he doesn't use common tools to break down cars and things. Whereas in my playthrough currently, I have my salvage level is like 130. And to break down cars, etc., I would need common tools. I don't. Wilson does it for me. See, that's why I think, because I can't find anywhere to make common tools at this moment, and that's why, because I don't need to. So on my next playthrough, I have to say, getting Wilson getting Wilson and a Workshop Tech 1 are my main priorities. Then my next priorities are going to have to be getting Workshop Industry to level 3 and 5. And I have to say, of all of them, I found that one probably one of the easiest to have a look at. Okay, moving on, because that's just so powerful when you're playing this game. And if you're on Desolation, where things are even rarer, very powerful, very nice. Now, he doesn't take things, though, from containers. So you still have to open containers. However, if you've got auto transport on, it doesn't fill up your inventory, which means you can fill up your inventory with things you could sell, like clothing, those sorts of things. So, player's voice comments on, perfect. This is Wilson. When you're out and about, Wilson can help you assemble a scrap resource station. So, and that's taken from your universal workbench. Phenomenal power that Wilson actually gives you. Now, let's just go and have a look at the industry setup. Won't be a second. And here we are. Right. This is my now level 14 character. But let's have a look at technology. Right. Now, skill training. Don't forget, skill training. This comes from your comes from 4 locations. Every time you level up, you get 1. Every time you complete a quest, you get 1. Doesn't count all your settlements being attacked, come and save them, that doesn't count as a quest. If you do a Minuteman quest, so that's 1 from Preston, that counts as 2. And that's in this playthrough one of the reasons why I saved him, because he will, if unmodded, he will give you potentially all the time 3. So you can have 3 settlement help quests, which will give you loads of training sessions, which is what you need. Now, technology, to get to level 1, you need, let's have a look. So, you've got to have crafting, but how I did it was you can either go with chemistry, engineering, or science. Now, I went with science. You need 60 points in science. Doesn't matter how you do it. There are numerous ways, but generally it's going to be 2.5, 3 picks. I found it one of the cheaper ones because I wanted my liquid fuel. Next, if we scroll down to industry. Now, these are the basic skills. So we can either invest funds, which you're not going to get when you are first starting out. I haven't got many because I've just spent them all. Exploration is grand because getting to exploration will help you discover more things in loot containers when you're out and about. And that is picked by under the luck tree, scavenger and loot. The 2 down there that used to give you caps or money. Can't remember quite what they're called. They're precision lenses, which are kind of hard to come by in the initial level. I went salvaging because also simple tools are things like hoes, rakes, shovels, mops, loads of them. Silver fairly common, rubber fairly common, gears common. So I went here and it took me 2 picks of this to get to Tech 1. Because I think you go from 0.5 to 1.05 and then it slows down a bit after that. But you only need Industry 1 to get you started. And then you just put points into this and get quests. Anything else I can say about Wilson? I have played Horizon for years, and this I am overawed by just how effective and easy this makes collecting junk. I normally hold off on Beantown Brewery. No point now because Wilson will pick up absolutely everything. So I think without further ado, I can't even show you anything around here because I have Wilson all the time, and I've had industry level 5. Where's a place I haven't been? Can I look at my map? Actually, I just want to show you. If I went to, say, Hangman's, I'll bring you back in a tick. Right. And we're back. Now, this car, for instance, it's salvaged. I did not salvage that car. It was just, I walked past it, and Wilson scrapped it. Now, actually, here we are. I haven't been down here. Let's have a look, shall we? So now, is that already salvaged? My God. I didn't think I'd been down here. Let's have a look, shall we? Boop. Tagged for salvage. And that's how it will come up. That means this one. Now, again, contents I can take. But Wilson, because this is the first time I've been up this way, has now tagged them for salvage. Now, what that means is that he will wait 5 minutes before he salvages them. Or when I leave the area, he will salvage them. So, this one, tagged for salvage, beautiful. And again, just an empty thing, but there's nothing in that. There's a raid of it. I don't want to get into any fights, but I wanted to show you how that works. And then if we ran away and came back, it would show us salvaged. Now, for me, that means that I don't have to use my common tools. I can save my common tools to be used with missions in the future. This is my hangman's. Nope. I was disappointed. I was going to put my base here, but I can't get the floor to work, so hey ho. So what I've got is this little lean-to back here. Now, so if we went to command missions, if we have a look at them, and this is just such a great thing, really. Here we go. So most things are supply kits, apart from fishing poles. Here we are, but a tool, and it's a common tool. So that means when I put down my engineers, I can now use the common tools I have for my engineers. And as you can see, I've got loads, and in my missions, this lot are coming to an end soon. Here we are. So these are some of the tools that we've already got. Where are we? Blowtorch, common, kitchen tool, precision. It's variable, but I get them every time. And I've only got 2 technicians on the go at this moment in time. There you go. So, fingers. What can I say? Get Wilson as soon as you can. Amazing. So, I think without further ado, that's just going to do for today. I do hope you've enjoyed. I do hope it's actually been informative for you. And again, as most things, hang on, let me just get back to Sanctuary because I want to start there. Things to do. As always, a huge thank you to all who have watched. As I say, I do hope I've been helpful. Just leaves me to say between now and the next vid, take care, keep safe, and as always, if you are unfortunate enough to be not very well, I really do hope you are the best you can be as soon as possible. Take care all. Ta-da for now. Bye.